Neighbor? Win?
Win.
All right, 6 or 7. Y'all are doing well with me. This is an interesting one God gave me. I'm going to just stick it up here because I haven't been down long. Isolation. How is this going to be? How does work? How does work? How does work? And of all the people, the ways God gave it to me, David. Now, David can fit in a lot of these categories. There are a lot of battles that we win. Because when do we see this enemy? Every day.
Every day.
So what happened with David? It's the second story he's most known for, and it's not a pretty one. Yep, she's here. It's her picture. It's her story. 2 Samuel 11, verses 1 through 5. It came to pass, after the year was expired, at the time when the kings go forth to battle, that David sent Joab and his servants with him and all Israel, and they destroyed the children of Ammon and besieged Ramoth. But David tarried still at Jerusalem. David stayed home. What is the opposite of isolation, or the winner over isolation is? Fellowship.
Amen.
Neighbor. Be where you supposed to be.
Be where you supposed to be.
When you supposed to be there.
When you supposed to be there.
Be there.
Be there.
When.
When.
And it came to pass in an evening tide, because David was by himself and not in the fellowship where he's supposed to be, that David arose off his bed and walked on the roof of the king's house because he lives there. And then he saw a woman washing herself, and the woman was very beautiful to look upon. Because he was by himself, he got himself in trouble. And it didn't have to be that way. Unfortunately, David did not win in this everyday enemy. Now, there is time when we need just time to ourselves. But on a regular basis, how do people get depressed? They stay isolated. And the thief is so sneaky. He be doing the little things that make the big difference. He'll sneak in. You've only been by yourself one day. Next day, hey, you need the rest. You've been working hard. And then you don't get, you get phone calls, but you don't answer them. You don't connect to people. God designed us to be in relationships. Be with people. You miss church because you had to work. Okay, we get that. Once in a while, it's okay. But then you keep missing church.
All right.
And not just church, Sunday morning, but, Bible study, where Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, whatever your church is. But you keep missing. And at first you didn't mean to. But then that enemy done partnered up with this enemy because, hey, I've got YouTube. And I've got streamers. I can watch it on TV. But there's nothing like the fellowship.
Amen.
Because when you isolate yourself, my pastor preached half my message this morning, the enemy starts talking in your ear.
Yes, he does.
He'll twist up so much truth. First, it was the whole idea of you don't need to be by anybody. Just be by yourself. Enjoy yourself. You deserve it. You earned it. Nobody likes you. Nobody wants to be around you. They would have called by now and to see how you were doing. But nah, they don't care about you. And you know what? You shouldn't care about yourself. Your nails are too long. Your hair is raggedy. All this stuff. He talks junk because he wants to isolate you. And how does a lion pick its prey? He looks for that isolated one. The one by himself. Because most of the animals travel in packs. Because in fellowship, there's safety.
All right.
But that young one by himself, that sick one by himself, hey, snatch you up out of here. Because the enemy has one goal. The definition was what? Harm or to hinder progress. Forward progress or purpose. That everyday enemy is isolation. You know the rest of the story. David's no joke. Let me go ahead and hit the last one so I can wrap it up and get on out of here. Now this was a different one also. The last everyday enemy. I was trying to figure out how to say this because I know the answer. But I had to flip it around and talk about it from the enemy perspective first. When we make choices, when we give directions, if we are broad, if we leave it general, instead of being specific, we lose. We have to take time to get detailed. The enemy of being specific and having details is just broadness. These are all nouns. I looked it up, I promise. But being broad, being general. Who are we talking about here? Esther. Yeah, I started with a female. I got to end with one. Look at God. But Esther, the 4th chapter. Esther is a story where people taking over in the land, they living among the enemy, but hey, God is keeping us where we are. Esther was picked out and elevated to queen of the kingdom. But word got back because there was an adversary, a specific enemy that hated the Jews. And he wanted to destroy the Jews. And I'm not even going to hide my plan. I'm going to tell you flat out, I'm coming for your life. Word got back to Esther from Mordecai. And at first, Esther was scared. I don't know what to do. Then Mordecai said, hey, don't think you're going to escape, little girl. If you don't do something in your position of power, there will be deliverance from somewhere else. But all of you and your family are not going to make it.
All right.
Then she shook herself and remembered her position in God, a child of God as a Jew. And then God is going to show her the rest of the plan. But she gave out a specific decree. Esther 4:15. Then Esther bade them return this message to Mordecai. Go, gather all the Jews that are present in Shushan, and fast ye for me, and neither eat nor drink 3 days, night or day. And I also and my maidens will fast likewise. And so will I go unto the king, which is not according to the law. And if I perish, I perish. Yeah. Now, what do we tell people? Look, I'm just going through. Pray for me. Pray for me? What? Lord help them. Lord bless them. And more than likely, I won't remember. Because there's so many. Lord help them. Lord bless them. I thank God we are able to remember the prayer, Lord save the soul nearest hell. At least that's specific.
Amen.
Because we don't want people to die and go to hell. It's hot. And it's eternal. But get specific with your vision. Get specific with your words. And when you are specific, people, it leaves out room for discussion. It leaves out room for questions. What do you want me to do? I want you to get everybody and our cousin, literally, together. That's here. And we all are going to do what? Fast. Fast and pray. What is that? What kind of fast are we doing? We're not eating. We're not drinking. And we're not going to die if we don't for these next, how many days? 3 days. 3 days. Night or day. Specific instructions.
Amen.
And because they were unified where they had the clear vision, the vision has to be specific. Clear. And when they follow through, you all are going to do it. And then me and my maids, we are going to do it. We are one accord in 2 different locations. And then I'm going to get myself together and I'm going to go to the king.
Amen.
And whatever happens, happens. But I started with specific instructions.
Amen.
Did Esther win?
Yes.
Yes, she did. In my first closing. The enemy is real. The enemy is not one entity only. There are everyday enemies. We have all encountered one of these in the last 12 hours.
Yes.
In the last 12 hours. When am I going to get up? I mean, I could have ironed my clothes last night, but I mean, I got time. I have time. I iron in the morning. Laziness. Oh, man. I don't feel like getting up. Let me figure something out. Impulsiveness. I'm going to just throw my hand in the washer and whatever comes out is what I'm wearing. No, we probably think about that. Isolation. I could stay home today. I mean, it might rain and I can't get my hair wet. Busyness. I have stuff to do.
Say it again.
I got things to do.
Say it.
For Jesus.
Right now.
It's that same thing about the whole, look, Sunday morning, my neighbor wants me to help them cut some branches off from the hurricane that came through the other week. I know it's Sunday morning, but my neighbor needs help and I want to be a good neighbor. No, where are you supposed to be?
Right.
Where are you supposed to be? Because the enemy comes as a thief to harm or hinder our forward progress.
Yeah.
And the enemy is effective until we as the good men of the house watch and be ready to deal with our enemy. Because if the good man knows when the thief comes, if I know that my issue is laziness and I know that thing is about to creep up on me, I have to make a decision to not be lazy. Get my butt up and go to the gym. Because I'm going to lose these pounds in Jesus' name.
Amen.
And I move on it. Then I get results. I put a praise on it. But in my second closing, procrastination. That was Ruth. Did she win? Yes, she did.
won.
Impulsiveness was Saul. Did he win? No, he didn't. Could he have won? Yes, he could have. So neighbor, win.
Win.
Complacency, the Ethiopian. I got something, but I want more. And now I see more. I want more. Give it to me. Did he win?
He won.
Neighbor,
Neighbor.
win.
Win.
The 4 lepers for laziness. We can stay here and die, or we can try something and see if there's a different possibility. Did they win?
They won.
Yes, they did. Neighbor.
Win.
And busyness, Moses. He almost lost. Doing the work of the Lord, but wearing out.
Amen.
But with mentorship and then listening to the mentorship. Did he win?
Win.
Isolation. David, you were supposed to be in battle. Because that's your nature anyway. You were there last year. Put your butt back where it's supposed to be. Did he win? No, he didn't. And he paid for it for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
His family paid for it.
Yes.
Could he have won? He
Yes.
could have. Neighbor,
Neighbor.
win.
Win.
And then Esther. There is a vision. There was a problem. But when I put a vision that's specific, did she win? Yes, she did.
All right.
Because she did save her family. She saved the masses. Few casualties, whereas an annihilation was imminent.
Thank you.
So coming back to Matthew 24, my final closing. Jesus is coming back.
All right. Win.
If you're saved, then you win.
Amen.
If you're not saved, you can't win. You're not equipped with what you need.
All right.
But today is the day of salvation. We know he's coming back. So we need to watch and be ready. Clean up, tidy up, knock out them everyday enemies in our lives.
Amen.
Because we can do it.
Amen.
We got to do our part. And whenever he comes, we will be ready. And just like we watch out for Jesus, we watch out for these enemies. Because a thief is sneaky. But we have already overcome the wicked one.
Amen.
So I say and I charge you, overcoming the everyday enemy? Yes, we can.
All right.
So people of God, win.
Win.
Win.